Unlocking the power of ownership means to me that we have the opportunity to own something wonderful, and whether it's your first time or your third time or your 10th time, it's never the same, but your journey has grown, it's changed. And so hopefully, even though there's pain and pleasure in your season, we hope that this part of ownership ends up with pleasure. I'm Angie Scott, and I am a realtor with Windermere Group 1. A bit about myself is I have lived in the Tri-Cities for my entire life, with the exception of a one-year stint in Portland, and found out that I really enjoy it up here, and so I have yet to leave. I was in banking for about 10 years, and then my kids started growing up and getting more active, and I really wanted to be a part of their lives. And so I took several years off to be a mom and just enjoy my family. And then I realized that I was craving being back out in the social sector, and I wanted to learn something new. And I wanted a challenge and just all the things. And so real estate seemed like a really good opportunity to have a flexible schedule and control my time, maybe involve my family as they got older as well. And I adore homes and working with people, and so it's just a really good balance of learning and challenge and meeting new people, as well as getting more acquainted with the people that I already know. I have been a realtor since November of 2019. I have appreciated my banking experience because it was the retail side and the lending side, and so I was a loan processor, which helped me understand the entire package from beginning to end. And lending has changed a lot in the years, but there is a foundation of lending that is the core of what our lenders are still adhering to, and so it does help explain the why behind why the lenders are asking for certain pieces of material, or explain the process to kind of calm a buyer or a seller down, because there can be a lot of assumptions and just unknowns, and so it is very helpful to let them know that this is a normal situation, or if there's a red flag and I need to be involved. And I love our local lenders. They are very helpful. They are very patient with us. So it's been a very nice partnership. I think an excellent realtor comes with great listening skills. I think they come with great communication skills, and I think that they come with a very humble spirit, because we don't know everything. We know a lot because we have seen a lot, but there is always something unique in a transaction that we oftentimes should seek the guidance of another realtor or a peer and see how we need to resolve something, or we could do something better to make a transaction more pleasing for the client. I think the most challenging thing about my job is that we are working with individuals or families who they have an idea of what they want, and we start looking, or we start to list their home, and we realize that we don't really know what we want. And so we're always having to pivot, or we're always having to read the other individual and kind of match where they're at in their life. Selling is really bittersweet for many people. Buying is the same. And so I think that's one of the challenging things, is just to always stay ahead of it and just see where our clients are in that moment. My favorite thing about the job is the same thing. I don't believe this is our job. I just think this is our calling in a lot of ways, to be able to meet new people, to bond with people that we already know, to know them deeper and more intimately. And at the end of the day, we get to celebrate with them. Sometimes there's tears, sometimes there's excitement, sometimes there's both. But the end of the transaction is my favorite, because it's the end result that we were all hoping for. So you've come to me as a buyer, and you have told me why you are buying, and we are going to sit down and discuss your timeline. We're going to sit down and discuss your ideal location, and if you're not sure of what that looks like, then we're going to start driving around, and I'm going to let you ask a lot of questions. And I will probably do the same, because again, we think we know what we want, and really we don't until we walk in and we feel something. So it's just gonna be, depending on whether I knew you before or not, we are gonna get much more acquainted. So if you are a seller, I'm going to ask you what are the reasons that you are selling, and whether you're moving out of state or out of town, or you're staying in town, I'm gonna try to be the overall best resource for you. So whether you're moving out of town and you have an agent lined up, and if you don't, I am glad to assist you in finding that resource. Or just find out if your new home needs to be bigger or smaller. I chose Windermere because they have some of the most humble and helpful agents. It is really a unique community where we are not all like-minded, but we are like-gathered, in that we really do respect and honor one another and our differences, and we really do want to help each other grow and succeed. Outside of real estate, I just really enjoy my family and friends. So we travel to see our friends, and we just enjoy spending time with them. I enjoy my church community, and I'm a pretty low-key individual. I just like to have a good time.